right. Let's see if we got anybody is up this morning. Let me check and make sure I'm public. I hope I'm public. Let's see. Checking some things out. All right, what's good? We got somebody coming in. All right. Let's see what's going on. Got two people in. I probably should have put my shorts on, right? So I could come up in here and do a little swimming. That would have been cool. You know? Yeah, man. Travelmatic, what's up? I see you, man. Yeah, so got this going on. Hopefully my audio's good today. Trying out this different mic, shotgun mic. But yeah. I'm surprised, man. Like a place like this, in the morning, nobody's up here. Although we do have another roof over there that let me see if I can show y'all what I'm talking about. They got that roof over there. And can we zoom in? Can't really zoom in here. But so we got 3 rooftops here. And they all got their pools. But you know, we can mingle. We can go between buildings and stuff. So it's yeah, it's pretty dope out here. I might have to, you know, spend more time than I originally planned in a spot like this. Or come back more often. We'll see. But yeah. So it's Saturday morning. At least over here still morning. I don't know about where y'all at. But yeah, trying to do these lives on a more consistent basis since they're pretty easy to set up. Don't have to really do too much. What is this? I don't know, some crazy looking box. It doesn't move. It's like jade. Must be something to maintain the pool, I guess. Look at that bird right there. Look at it. Look at this bird. Look at what kind of bird is that? I don't know, man. They got some crazy birds out here. Yeah, man. I Cloud 11. Yeah, I speak a little bit of Spanish. Habla un poco español, pero no bueno. Yo necesito practicar mucho, pero yeah, I can get it in a little bit. A little bit. You know, I do want to actually take a Spanish class. Um, I wouldn't take it here because it's a lot of Westerners here, so I know the price is gonna be high. But I've heard about some really good courses throughout Mexico. Um, there's one place I forgot the name of the school, but it's in Puebla, Mexico, and that's they're really well known for their Spanish immersion style classes there. Man, let's take a look out here. Right now we're in Puerto Vallarta though, so if you guys know anything about that, it's you know, a lot of Western influence, or a lot of Westerners here. Just some vacationing, some are retired, you know, so like even that mall over there, before that mall, that's a nice little mall. But right there, before the mall, you see that little blue stuff in the parking lot, that open area before the mall, is a Walmart, man. Straight up American franchises at its best or worst, however you wanna look at it. But yeah, you got that's what's crazy about Puerto Vallarta, man. You got really good investments, man. Okay, asking me if I got a permanent landing spot in Mexico. Let me see. Let me get back to these comments. Man, I'm still amateur with these comments. Do I have a permanent landing spot in Mexico? Nah, not really, not yet. You know, I'm still in the research phase. To tell you the truth, trying to figure things out between Mexico, Colombia, and some other uh, American countries. Let me see what else we got here. What other comments we had? The Walmart. You want me to check out Walmart, man? I ain't going up in there, man. I mean, if I need to, I'll go in there, but I don't want to take y'all in there with the video. Although, not with a live. Although, yeah, maybe sometime I'll do a video, post it on YouTube, give a little bit of an insight of how the Walmart is, and maybe some of these other stores too that they got out here, just so people get a good sense of what's available, what's available in Mexico. Like it's funny, man. Some places you go in Mexico, it feels very feels almost like a state, in the United States. Like here, there's definitely parts of it. I'm trying to see if I can describe where we are. The airport's not too far from here, and the cruise ships come in right out here. Let me show you. So cruise ships come in right there, right? And I guess they call that the marina or whatever. A lot of places you want to go if you want to go to. Let me wipe this camera. A lot of places you want to go if you want to go to different spots. They're gonna leave from here, head out there. See those boats taking off. So the Hidden Beach Island, which I do want to go to, the Hidden Beach Island, I definitely want to head out there. Um, don't know if I'll be able to hit it on this trip, but who knows? Maybe. Um, but that's a spot that is very, I don't know, it's just on my list. It has a unique beach there that you have to travel out to. I think it's like like an hour long boat ride. You head out there and yeah. Let me see question here. Are the intra-Mexico flights as intense as US? When you say intense, what do you mean, price-wise? Um, it depends on the route, how much time you're giving it. But I would say typically, if you're aiming like 2 days out, and depends where you're coming from. For some reason, Puerto Vallarta has a lot of increased prices because all the gringos here, right? All the foreigners, people here from Canada, U.S., and it's not like the no, the TSA COVID shit. No, 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 no. What do you mean? In the U.S. interflights now, they're checking for what are they checking for? You gotta do a nose swab to go from state to state in the U.S. now. Is that the deal? Because here you don't. The only thing they do is just like some app that you register on, or actually you don't even need the app. It's just once you go in the airport, there's a QR code that's placed up there, and then on the code, you scan it, go to the website, fill out the questionnaire. It's like 5 questions really. The main questions you gotta fill out is the date, which is normally that day, the time of your flight, the airline flight number, the city you're leaving from, city you're going to, and then once you've done it once before, all your personal information, date of birth, name, all that is already in there. So when you do it again, it's lined up. So then you just have to go in and ask questions of, have you had a fever in the last 14 days? Have you been countries you've been to in the last 14 days? Stuff like that. So it's not that big of a deal once you get it once you've done it once. So you're saying within the states now you have to do a nasal swab to fly from state to state. That's new to me, man. That is new. I gotta ask some people about that. So you gotta drive from state to state if you don't want a nose swab. Anytime you get on a plane, that's crazy. If the U.S. is doing that now, and places like Colombia, Mexico, and all that are not doing that, that's really crazy. I guess they okay. It's suspected that they're gonna do that in the states. I hope not, man. because that's if you could travel from Colombia to Mexico with no nasal swab. At least when I did it, in when was it? A month ago, over a month ago. Um, so if you could travel to different countries without a nasal swab or a vaccine card at the time, you didn't need one. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that sounded a little crazy to me. The fact that they might be people are expecting that might be going a little too far because I think once you start doing that, it's signaling that they're just going to keep coming with more and more, like trying to keep people in this city eventually. Um, and I think if people get a hold of that, politicians know they got fire coming. There's no re-electing for anybody who's on board with that. So, yeah, I hope that's just uh, uh, of just somebody's idea, bad idea that's gonna get stomped down real quick. Plus, places like Florida and Texas, they ain't having that, and we gotta right hand, we gotta salute those states for keeping at least that basic freedom going, man. And you got to salute Mexico too, man, because they holding down a lot of Westerners who are tired of all that stuff going on, and hopefully, Mexico stays. Mexico has its problems, but right now, those problems are worth dealing with because they're holding a lot of people down who are freedom lovers, or I wouldn't even say freedom lovers, just appreciate the basic freedoms we've all grown up with. You ain't even got to be like, oh, I'm all about freedom. Like, no, I just want what we considered a normal life over the last, half a century even, or more. All right, let me get to some of these comments, see what's going on. All right. Yeah, man, the rooftop is Queens. It is pretty nice. When I first came here, I looked out. I was like, "Oh, nice." So I spent a couple of hours up here. Oh, I'm in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. Yeah. So it's on the Pacific side of Mexico. I mean, you guys are on your computer probably, so you can Google it. But Puerto Vallarta is Pacific side of Mexico. It's warm out here. I know a lot of people. You say somebody said they were in Michigan or came back from Michigan. Today's temperature was like, what is it right now? Let me check. Let me see. 75 degrees and supposed to get to 82 today. Um, Yesterday was actually pretty chilly out here, and people out here weren't used to that. But it was down to like during the day, I think it got to like 65 in the later evening. So, but yeah, temperature's good. Not too hot actually. During the peak of noon, it'll get to its hottest point. And if you're walking around, like yesterday, I lived or you lived in Old Mexico, Arizona. Cool. Yesterday I did a walk from about 2 miles down the strip. Let's see if we can get over here. Yeah. I did about 2 miles down this strip and it goes down there. And once you head further that way, it's what they got called the romantic zone. And that's like the main tourist attraction. Got a lot of really good restaurants. I mean, the prices ain't the cheapest down there. But what's weird about it is you can walk this area called the Malecón, and I'm gonna show you guys I'm editing a YouTube video right now that I'm working on that. Um, and I'll do a walk down the Malecón with some stops and some drone shots in there, and you can get a good look at it. But one thing I didn't cover too well yet with the video is the amount of restaurants that you can experience in a very small area. and that's unique, and it's almost all full of Americans, Europeans. Somebody's asking about how many blacks are out here. You see black people, but it's not like I would say like if you've been to Cancun, Mexico, it's not like that where you see. Shoot, I could probably go half the day and not see any black people here. Not saying that's good or bad. It's just is what it is. Um, but you come to destinations like Mexico. I don't come to see Americans. Like sometimes I go places and there's Americans there, and I don't come to see black people. You know, I love my black people, and we got connections in ways that I don't with other people. But at the same time, traveling is about experiencing new things for me. So when I travel, I'm not a, I'm not. I don't have to see people that look like me or people of the same culture as me or any of that. That's just I'm trying to experience new things and expand my reach. So like even here, like all this time I'm spending in Mexico now, if I go to Europe or Africa or whatever and I meet somebody that's Mexican, guess what? Like we connecting now. It's like, oh, you from where? You from Guadalajara? You from Puerto Vallarta? You from Mexico City? Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that place, man. I hang out in blah 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 or here or whatever, and it's an instant connection. So that's how I see it. All right, let me check some more of these comments. Yeah, man. Thanks for coming from Ace's channel. Ace doing big things, man. He out there, he been doing big things. So yeah, any any subscribers from his channel, definitely welcome. I would say most of y'all recently are coming from Ace's channel, and I appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, I hear what you're saying there, Ebony. Because you know, speaking of Ace, we did the blacks in Mexico thing, and that was cool. That was an enlightenment trip actually to see a lot of what's going on with the black people in Mexico, and that was a unique trip, a different trip, right? Because like I said, normally when I travel, I'm not looking for black American or American people. But yes, like when you see black Mexicans, it does. You see black culture native to a place that you wouldn't expect. That is unique, and I do note that. At the same time, you know, even the black Mexicans in general, they are very assimilated. I would say maybe economically there's always going to be some disparities, right? But if you look into the history of the blacks in Mexico, it has always been around some type of rebellion for rebellious whatever. Like it was needed during those periods, right? I'm not saying like, oh, they just causing trouble. What I'm saying is they were actually standing up for their freedoms, which is needed. You take that message today, it's even needed even more. But what comes with that is a lot of it is, you know, governments will marginalize people who are, uh, a pain in their ass, right? Because governments want control, and you got this history of destabilizing their control. So you can see why they sometimes economically suppress those groups of people in certain countries and all of that. I think today we're at a unique point where things are a little bit different, right? Because you got black Americans coming over to different places. They got money. They're actually in the same boat as people who were controlling before, but not with that intention, right? Like not trying to control any narrative, anything like that. But I'm just saying, like it's a different mindset of some people. But you definitely have the black culture in Mexico, parts of Mexico, and it was a good experience to see it firsthand. But like I said, a lot of them are very assimilated, so they're fully integrated into the Mexican culture. So even to the point where some of them wouldn't even consider themselves black. But you can look and see, like, oh, okay, you're from this area, you're people from this region, you're of this hue, and we know this happened over here. You're probably you probably got some African in you. But a lot of them that was never really a big issue to them. They were just a part of people just trying to do their thing, work hard, and make a living and bring up a family. So I get that too. They politicize their existence. I've been to UK, Germany, Belgium, Sweden, Amsterdam. Seeing people with black and brown skin is very exciting. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, it's it's cool either way. It's cool either way. However you want to travel, do what you do. Um, when you travel to a lot of Black Americans will travel to Africa, and you guys will have a lot of nostalgia or emotions going to Africa for the first time. And but once you've been to Africa multiple times, one thing you realize is being black in Africa don't mean nothing, right? You're just you're just another person. Of course you're black. You're in Africa, but like it's it's a wake up call once you've done it enough times. Like, yep, I'm black. Okay, these other people are black too. Oh, it's like 2 weeks. Oh, they go white person. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's how that's, that's how it be in Africa. That's how it used to be when I used to go even when I was younger. It'd be like 2 weeks would go by and I wouldn't even see a person who wasn't black. And, I was surrounded by a lot of family too, so it's a little different. Yeah. Kenneth said, what's good? What are any issues getting your drone in these countries? So good question, man. Good question. Because, for the Latin American countries, normally there've been no issues, right? But when I flew from Colombia to Mexico, went in through Mexico City, for the first time, they hit me with a tax for the drone. So I wouldn't say it was drone specific, it was just electronic specific. And they were like, well, they have all these things you can bring in. Like you can bring in 3 cell phones without paying a tax. You can bring in 2 computers or some shit like that or whatever. But then drones, they was like, it's 19% tax. Like they will tax you. They'll look up the cost of your drone and charge you 19%. Yo, I was beefing with them. I was like, yo, man, this is some like, no, y'all trying to get me, man. But I had a flight to catch, and they know that. And then I was like, oh, I just had to pay the damn thing, man. Had to pay it. It was like $80 or 70. I don't know what it was, but you know. And then I went, and I thought dude was just pulling out his butt. But then I went to the office, and they actually had a list that showed different stuff and all these other things. And then it was you know, I just had to pay the damn thing, but or else they was like, we gotta keep it. And I'm like, man, come on. I was getting to the point where like, hey, I ain't paying this. I'm gonna let y'all keep it, and I'm gonna break it as you keep it. But I was like, I'm not helping myself in no kind of way. I was just trying to make sure they wasn't gonna resell it. But so after I calmed down a little bit, and the initial dude that told me that, I was like, yo, man, like, step aside. Let me talk with this manager right quick. Like, don't, because I think you trying to get me. But after I stopped with all the drama, it was like, all right, let's just get it in. And then that was a month ago, and I think I've probably got more than whatever they charged me. I could probably put that stuff on stock footage. I need to figure out how to do that. And I could probably sell some of that footage for more than what they charged me, to tell you the truth. But Is what it is, man. They gon' But most countries I've been to, there's no issue. I did go to Africa a couple years ago, and I had one with me, and I heard that they had been confiscating them like in 2018 and before. Like they would just take him right at the airport in Ghana, and but that didn't happen to me. I flew into Ghana. Last time I went there, had one, no issues. A lot of times, if I think a place they might give me problems at the airport with it, I'll use a smaller drone. Like I have the Mini 2, and that's a cheaper one, smaller, and it's you can do that. You can fly that one in Europe with no. So that's a benefit there as well, because it's under 250 grams in weight. So yeah. What other questions we got here? Uh, yeah, that was he was asking about drones. Yeah, that was pretty much. I think we caught up on the questions so far. Yeah, if y'all got any more questions, hit me up. I should get in this pool though. I shouldn't I? Look at this water, man. I was out here. Good morning, Melvin. I was out here the other night, and there was a young lady from California. That's all I'll say about that. And we were talking about all kind of stuff. She had been drinking a little bit. She was getting in and out of the water. She can't really swim though, but she had somebody taking pictures of her, and she would just get in. She would just fall in, man. I was like, "What are you doing?" And then she would try to swim. She would make it from like here to here, and then she'd have to stop. I'm like, "Yo, this joint ain't even deep, man. You could push off." It was funny though, man. She was a trip. I think there was another lady out here who mentioned her and was like, "Yo, she the California queen. She the queen of California." Oh, look at that ship moving out there. They got one of them old school colonial looking ships moving out there. I don't know if y'all can see it. I think you can. Oh yeah, I can zoom in. There we go. Nice. Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, so I got some pretty good drone footage coming though of the Malecón. I don't know if you guys know about Puerto Vallarta, but if you look it up, there's an area called the Malecón, which is basically their boardwalk, and it's a really well built boardwalk. It's like a double boardwalk at certain parts. It's like a street that no cars are allowed on for parts of it, and then a really thick sidewalk, a really wide sidewalk, and multiple statues at different points. And I think it goes down for, I mean, even the really built up part, I think it's like a mile long or something like that. So you get a lot of opportunity to take photos, videos, all that. It's pretty cool. The one thing about Puerto Vallarta, I'll tell some of y'all fellas out there and ladies, is I've heard it's the gay capital of Mexico, which is what it is, but and it's not it's not something I go looking for, but it's here. So if you see dudes holding hands, girls holding hands, I mean you will see that here. But it's also a lot of a lot of us, heterosexuals who are out here too that looking for a good time, parties, whatever. Tips for drone newbies. I would say as far as it really depends on I'll say the first tip is like which drone to get. I would say that DJI Mini 2, the Mini 2 is the best one to start off with. At first, I would have said the Mini, the original Mini, But that one it has some connection issues since it's using, I think it's only using Wi-Fi or something like that. But the Mini 2 actually has OcuSync, so you can, in a place like here, like barring any radio interference from any strong cell phone towers, you'll probably be able to fly from here out there, beyond out there, and then down the coast. And see, here's another thing about droning, right? So you can get out there, you'll have good signal, you'll be on the coast, past, maybe another 500 meters out, and you'll fly this way. And then between you and the drone now are 3 buildings. That will block your signal. That will block your signal. So you got to be aware of that. So, and then you got to look at your surroundings as well if you're flying a drone, and look at it and be like, all right, wherever you take off from, you check the altitude in your app, it'll tell you, and it'll say, all right, this is the home point, returning here. And then you look at it and you see whatever altitude, maybe we're at, it'll say this is 0. Wherever it starts from, it'll say this is 0. And then you take it up and you try to get it above the tallest thing around you. And then you set that to your return to home altitude. So if you do fly there, because I've had this mistake happen to me before, you fly back there and you get stuck and it tries to come back, but it can't because there's buildings in front of it. Well, it's going to raise up and come back over. So you definitely want to make sure you have your return to home feature set properly for the area you're in. And it's going to change where you're at. So you don't want to go from, someplace in California, LA or San Diego, wherever, out here and fly without adjusting those settings. And it's not hard, but it's just something you got to get familiar with. When you're starting out droning, you shouldn't even be flying in environments like this at all. You should be flying in baseball parks, football stadiums, and just doing short little flights, getting used to the dynamics of the sticks and all that, and actually even setting up the sticks the way you want. Like, is the left one up and down or the right one up and down? You can control that in the settings of the app. So you got to figure out what you like flying, the way you like flying. But that DJI Mini 2 is the best bang for the buck. Get the combo kit so you can have multiple batteries and you can keep, get those iterations in. And that's what it's really about, like just getting comfortable doing certain things, taking off, going around. First, you want to start off with just flying, like not even really concentrating on camera work. Just flying, getting used to that, bringing it in, landing, moving around. Like I said, if you're in a park where there's not a lot of people, you can even try to skirt some trees a little bit. I would say still keep a minimum of probably 5 feet away from any trees. The one thing about the Mini 2 that's lacking, though, is it doesn't have obstacle avoidance. So it doesn't know if things are in front of it or not, and it will hit them. So if you can fly the Mini 2 and not have a lot of crashes early on, then you'll be good with other things. The only thing that changes on the bigger drones is the flying dynamics are a little bit different. When I say flying dynamics, I mean when you start flying, if you're flying fast and you stop, you'll see with bigger drones, heavier drones, it'll swing out a little bit and come back. So it'll be versus the Mini, it just goes whoop and stops. The bigger ones, even the Mavics, all them, they'll come out and be like, whoosh. They'll kind of counter. They know you stopped, so instead of just stopping, they got to counter like that and then come back. But the gimbal, when it comes to the camera gimbal, it's straight. It'll hold all that for you and make it look smooth, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, DJI Mini 2, practice without worrying about camera work in a nice open area, preferably flat, no people or property that you might damage. Get your iterations in. Fly only during the day, or good conditions, and don't fly out of your eyesight when you're first learning. Especially you should only be maybe 500 meters, or what's that in feet? So it might be like a You know, maybe no more than like 10 football fields away. And then just keep it where you can visually see it and get familiar with the app. You know, that even when you can't see it sometimes you can go in and look at the map, get used to that. All that stuff, man. You can check out a lot of YouTube videos on your specific drone that you get. There's a lot of tips out there. But yeah. What other questions? Yeah, man. The rooftops are easy for me, man. That's why I do it. The rooftops are easy. It's nice. You know, I get out, get my sun in, the vitamin D, and you know, chat it up. Good scenes for everybody. And then this rooftop, I was surprised, man. I came out this morning and nobody's here. Now we starting to get some people here now. First time. Greetings and respect from Durango, Mexico. Okay. Durango, Mexico, man. I've been hearing a lot about that recently. Haven't been out there. But I don't know, it seems like really good people from all the vibes I get. The people that tell me about it, the Mexicans I meet that are from there. When I think about it though, I think of like a desert area. I don't know if it is or not, but I looked at it up on a map once. I think it's in the center of Mexico. But yeah, I definitely need to see more Mexico. Want to do more videos of Mexico, tell you the truth. I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay, but yeah, either way, even if I leave, I'll probably come back. More videos of other parts of Mexico. One thing I wanted to do out here that they got is skydiving. First day I came here, you can see some jumpers coming down, and they land over there. They're part of the beach. But it's been like 3-4 years since I've last skydived, so they needed to see my my basic certification, USPA certification, and I didn't have it with me. I might be able to. And when I looked online too, I didn't in my computer folder, I didn't have it. At least not the one they want. So I think I might have to go through some of my stuff back home and check it out, see if I got it. Because although when I think about it here, I might not want to jump here. I might want to go to a much clearer, a place that has a much more open landing zone. Because here, you got the ocean, right? You could always land in the ocean, and that's cool. I can swim, so I'm not worried about that. But I am worried about the fact that if I land in the ocean under parachute, and it's their parachute, now they got to wash it. They got to get all the salt water out. And they're going to charge me for that. So it might be, I think out here, the jumps ain't cheap either. It's like $200 to jump. Obviously, if I did that, it'd be, you know, for the video. But, and I'm not doing tandem, because I don't do tandem. But if I did that, yeah, so if I did that and got the chute wet, then yeah, it'd be probably double the price. But yeah, we'll get it in. We'll probably get some jump videos in at some point in the next year, hopefully. Once I'll do what I need to do to get back up to speed on that end. See what else we got. What else we talking about here? Cool. Oh yeah, there's some skydivers right now. Speaking of that. Yeah, that's definitely, they just jumped right now. I think y'all can see him, right? My video's a little, okay, there we go. There they go. Those are parachuters, not parasailing, right? They're not connected to anything. They're controlling their own parachute, coming in, and we'll follow them for a little bit. If this camera, I don't know, man. It feels like my stabilization got kicked off at some point, because last couple of days, and I don't think I'm any more shaky. I had a little bit of coffee this morning, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, parachuting's fun, man. Parachuting is really fun. I know it's really fun out here, a place like this. So you see what I'm saying? Like, where they're landing, obviously it's a beach down there, right? But it's not an open you don't have a lot of beach to choose from. So you're not gonna, if you have the choice, hit the building or hit the water, you're going to hit the water. Like you, if you got a brain, so you can hit the water. It's not crazy waves out there, anything like that. So you'll be able to come in. But yeah, but Puerto Vallarta, they got a lot going on, man. They got you can go out do whale watching. You can do some underwater stuff. I don't think they have bioluminescence. At least I didn't see it. But yeah, but it's grown up here. I will say, like it's not like some of the other Mexico places. When I say grown up, I'm talking. You can come out here with your family. Retirees are out here. People who are in their 60s, they'll come out here. People, you know, places like this. A lot of Canadians been known about it, so they'll come out here for the winter months. Met a Colombian couple, or not Colombian, Canadian couple from Canada yesterday, and they're out here with kids doing a family thing, going to be out here for a while. And they were actually describing to me how they had to almost escape Canada because of the draconian things they got going on there. But yeah, that's why I say we need places like Mexico right now. A lot of people do. And I hope it stays open for us, for all of us to win. Let's see. We got any more questions? What's happening? Not much. Huh? All right. So let me just turn around and give y'all some good views right quick. A good slow pan with the pool. Let's see if we do it like this. How's that looking? Hopefully it's looking decent. Yeah. Yep. So yeah, it's a nice pool. I might as well get my feet up in here, huh? At least do something. Get something in the water. I got my shorts on. Ooh, dang, it's nice and chilly too. Oh yeah. Get them dogs in there. Man, it feels good. I can't lie. It's cool water. Cool water feels nice. Oh yeah, I should be laying down on one of those things, but I don't have my board shorts with me right now. So I'm in regular shorts. You know what though? I might just go ahead and should I get in anyway? Man, y'all don't care. But yeah. It's a nice little pool, man. It's nothing too big where you have to have a lifeguard and all that. But it does the job. Keeps the heat off of you. All right, so let me show you. I think we can probably walk down, check out the apartment. Let's walk down, check out this spot overall. This is a nice little getaway, to tell you the truth. It's dope little cabanas, stuff like that when it does get too hot during the day. You come up here and grill your stuff. I think they got a grill somewhere, a spot for a grill. Got bathrooms back there, everything. All these other buildings. Man, somebody cooking something good. I smell it. I smell it. All right, let me see what questions we got here. Yeah, man, I've been picking up more. I would say I've been getting more comfortable with Spanish. It's still not where it needs to be, but my Spanish is getting, I would say the tonation of it is getting better on a lot of things. It's weird though, because sometimes I'll be going with Spanish for a while, and then I don't know, I won't speak with anybody for a while in Spanish, a couple days or whatever, and then it's like you forgot that little phrase that was working so well for you. So, but yeah, I was talking about that earlier. I need to take a Spanish class. See if this. Hopefully, we stay together in this elevator. I need to take a Spanish class and try to improve my Spanish. Just do it the official way. Take it, pay for a class, get it, get it to a point where it's workable. Like there's nothing that they can really. And I'm not talking about slang Spanish and stuff like. Get it to where there's no issues with any of the regular things you do during the day. So yeah. All right, let's go. We're gonna walk into the spot and check it out. Buenos dias. Bien. Yo, yo terminé a 11.
Oh, bienvenido.
Sí, gracias. Okay, so yeah, speaking of Spanish, I mean, trying to, speaking it with the cleaning ladies or whoever I can, because at least I think that's a lot of times we're gonna have a lot of issues too, is with the regular workers who are cleaning up and stuff like that. They're not learning English, so you definitely need Spanish to speak with them. The people who are renting out places and all that, you know, or at the front desk of hotels, you ain't got to worry about it. Spanish with them, because they'll be speaking English. But yeah, this is a spot right here. Got a big balcony, man. Not too bad. Not too bad. So we're not on the rooftop no more. We definitely lower. We definitely we didn't get a rooftop apartment, but we got access to the rooftop. So hey, I just noticed I've been sweating up there too. But yeah, you got this. This is a pretty good spot. I can't lie. It's decently priced when I got it anyway. Um, a lot of people own stuff here, rent stuff here. Obviously, I'm Airbnb in it, so it is what it is. I guess y'all want to see a little tour of the place, so we'll do that right quick. All right. With this back, but yeah, just double sinks. The only issue is like one of them doesn't drain good, so I don't like that. Shower, all that. Yeah, nice size bed, and all this area here. So yeah, nice full kitchen. That's another thing too. Like if you're gonna be cooking for yourself, you got the full 5 burner stove. You know, got a full deep sink, coffee maker, full size fridge. Oh, another key thing for me was you got that washer dryer unit in here, so that was pretty dope. I appreciated that. Got a TV, AC. AC runs good. Ceiling fans also help out. AC there as well, and another TV. So pretty good spot. It's been good to me. It's been good to me. So Yeah, what other you guys got any questions? Anything y'all want to know about in Puerto Vallarta? I think I answered quite a few questions. I don't know if this video if I'm gonna leave up on YouTube. Tell you the truth, it was just kind of like a. I mean, all these lives are kind of sporadic, but this one was even more sporadic than the normal. But yeah, not planned at all. Let me see. What else can I go over? That's pretty much it. But anyway, man, I want to thank y'all for being here for the live. Stay tuned. I'm gonna probably put out some stuff on YouTube, a regular video, and yeah, show y'all a little bit more of Puerto Vallarta, what it has to offer. The mainly the Malecón, because the Malecón area is pretty dope. And if you haven't been to Puerto Vallarta, you might wanna check it out. All right, y'all take care.